Hey guys, after an awesome response from my last in-depth video, I decided to do an analysis of Cube World's classes and specializations using a comparison matrix to figure out which one's the best for certain playstyles, teams, etc., and rank each class in my tier list right here. Disclaimer, I tried to make it as general as possible, accounting for game start, low leveling, and later game, also the new abilities that will be released on launch date, while trying to disregard any bugs or exploits currently in the game that make certain classes better. Rogue. So be sure to stay to the end and drop a sub if you learn anything or enjoy. To dive right in, the Specialization Ranking Matrix I created uses the following attributes ranked from 1 to 5, based on my experience in the game, Cube World Wiki, and some archived tier lists that I found on Reddit. The attributes include a team ranking, solo ranking, DPS, tank ability, start game, and late game scores. Then I will add up those scores to get a general ranking for each specialization and throw them onto my tier list. So without further ado, let's jump into the strengths and weaknesses of each character. For starter, we have Warrior with Specialization, Guardian, and Berserker. Our Guardian passives include Toughness and Barricade, which increase health by 25%, double shield block time, as well as make any weapon able to parry. On launch, it'll have a new ability called Heroic Shout, which will pull enemies towards you, and it'll really make the tanking meta way better for this character. Guardian is the best tank for group play by far. I think they'll have the most health, but in standalone play, they kind of lack DPS, and they can get effed up a little easier. Much better in group play, for sure, especially with a shield. And here are the scores that I gave my Guardian based on those attributes in the scoring matrix, and the total of 22. And let's throw the Guardian onto our tier list at C tier. On to Berserker. The Berserker passive is Berserker Rage, which increases their attack speed for every hit. On launch, it's going to have a new ability called Rock Fist, where it could do a really cool dash attack. Combined with all their abilities, Berserker has great DPS output and decent tank ability at a consistent pace. The best weapon is dual wield swords probably for building that attack speed, and they're better in group than standalone, I would say. Great for a late game Hulk smash for sure, for just ending any enemy ever. And these are the rankings that I gave it for each attribute, and a total of 23, coming in a little bit better than the Guardian in my opinion because of that DPS, and you can actually play him in solo. So let's throw him in at a B. On to the Archers, which feature a Sniper and a Scout. Sniper Rangers have a passive of Hit Series, which increases their attack speed for each hit in a combo. Also, on launch, they have one of the coolest new abilities, summoning a Shadow Shooter, which will just be a really interesting new meta for sure. Combined with the combination of their aim ability, snipers get very high DPS, and they're better in group play than standalone, and at low levels, you can't really take advantage of hit series without aim, so their damage sort of suffers. So these are the final rankings I give for Sniper. Just about the same as Berserker, to be honest. So let's put Sniper right on in B tier as well with that Berserker. On to the Scout. The Scout Ranger's passive is Intuition. It relies on RNG, so it makes special attacks kind of unreliable. On release, it's going to have a new Quicksand Trap, which slows down enemies, and it'll add a really cool new distraction sort of meta. And Scout's Swiftness ability underperforms compared to the Sniper's Hit Series, so it's comparatively a nerfed Sniper Ranger, unfortunately. But it's also better in group play for bosses and such. So these are the final scores I give the Scout with a total of 21 points, and that will throw the Scout on into D tier. Oops. Too bad, Scout players. Just by the way, all of these scores are debatable, and I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. On to the Mage class. The Mage features a Fire and a Water Mage. The Fire Mage has Fire Spark, which also, kind of like the Scout ability, relies on RNG to make those special attacks, and it's kind of unreliable. Their strength is pure DPS though, which is higher than the Water Mage at base, but the Water Mage sort of outperforms the Fire Mage very quickly due to their special ability. The new abilities on launch is Fire Ray, Fire Beam, Flame Rush, which looks sick, and a fiery floaty ability that we'll see how that actually plays. And their old fire explosion is helpful for stunning enemies and decent for burst damage. But otherwise, the fire mage is kind of a lesser water mage, better in standalone play than group play. And these are the final scores for my fire mage. It ranks right down with scout, unfortunately. So let's throw our fire mage down in D tier. On to my personal favorite. I have a bit of a bias, water mage, which features a torrent passive, which increases attack speed for every hit. Torrent gives water mages a very nice long-range DPS, and on launch they're going to have some cool new abilities like water bubbles that explode on enemies once triggered, water beam, and a new water floaty move. Water mages can also heal with their attacks, making them the absolute best support class in the game. They don't even need potions. In the new release also, heal stream is going to be an AoE, so it'll be great for team healing. But they still have access to good DPS with Torrent, making them good for standalone play. The mana shield gives them great tankability, and teleport can be used to skip parts of dungeons or get out of sticky situations. So, without further ado, my scores for the water mage. Coming out on a whopping 25 points total. And let's throw that water mage up in S tier. Woo boy. Right over here. On to Rogue. Rogue features a ninja and assassin specialization. Ninja Rogue's passive is a counterattack and elusiveness, where they have invincibility frames on special attacks, meaning they don't take damage. Also, all their dodge attacks regain magic points. Their new abilities on launch will be ninjutsu, which will temporarily improve their abilities, which is just buffing them even more. Not only the highest DPS in the game currently, but with invincibility frames and stuns, ninjas are by far the most agile character, but with low armor and health, you'll have to drink a lot of health potions. Good for standalone or better for group. So these are the scores for my ninja. Coming just shy of water mage at 24 points. Let's throw ninja right up in A tier. On to the assassin. The assassin's passive features a Way of Shadows, which increases stealth with each special attack, and stealth gives damage, critical strike, and MP regen. On launch, it's going to have a new Assassinate and Poison Vial ability. Those seem like two of the coolest abilities that are being added to this class, to any class, and in general, very high DPS outputs. But they lack tankability of the warrior class, and honestly, ninja. It has the highest burst damage in the game and can use stealth to avoid enemies entirely. I think they'll be buffed on launch, and I think they'll be balanced with other characters more. Good in both standalone and group play, but at the end of the day, Assassin came with 20 points, putting the sad boy Assassin down in E tier. And before we give an F in chat for Assassin, let's just throw this in F tier. So that's my final tier list, and I think that the Assassins are going to get like way buffed and be super fun in solo. Also, Fire Mage and Scout got really cool new abilities that'll definitely improve their metas. At the end of the day, Water Mage came out on top. I play my Water Mage personally all the time, bit of a bias, but it's the only character that has heal. It has a huge unfair advantage. But I'm sure you'll have fun in playing any of these classes and finding new metas. Also, this is my ideal 4-man team, just so you guys know, that would have good DPS, heals, and tankability. Water Mage, Ninja, Sniper, and Guardian. Those are the boys, and those are a good crew. All scores are based on the new abilities and situational value, but before you start yelling at me in the comments, this is all highly debatable. We will truly know once those abilities are implemented in the game and we can try them out, and then maybe we can agree further. But leave a comment on your personal tier list, giving these tiers, and what you'll be playing on release date. And please be sure to drop a subscribe to help a small YouTuber grow, so I can continue making more high quality, in-depth analysis and content. Or join us on twitch.tv/thespacefudge to catch me playing the closed beta on Sunday/Monday the 23rd. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!